Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to go ahead and awaken and rainbow and showcase the awakening for second form Cell here, who used to be a 40% support type unit to Extreme Tech, but now our boy awakens and he is a 50% support type unit for Extreme Tech, which is very good because now we have a godly version of second form Cell in Dokkan. This, of course, is the first super good second form Cell that Dokkan has had, right? So this is obviously a very, very good thing. I'll get to the TN shortly. So let's go ahead and awaken this Cell. He awakens with medals from the LR First Form Cell Prime Battle event. So, you know, global players, you know, you guys can get the heads up for some of these medals to pre-farm, right? The Cell medals, again, from the First Form Cell Prime Battle event. Then TN awakens from Super Strike medals from his Super Strike, right? So let's go ahead and awaken Cell. I'll level him up and we'll test him out a bit. Cell's on quite a few different category teams. Oh yeah, I forgot that the first guy you see Cell kill on camera is part of that medal. But all right, yeah, this Cell is on quite a few different category teams, and there's quite a few very good Extreme Tech units on some of those teams, such as LR Tech Broly, Transforming Frieza, Golden Frieza, Tech Hit. So a number of units that could get a real big buff from this Cell are on category teams with him. This Cell is going to be a very, very good unit moving forward for sure. Alright guys, so we're in an event. We are on the Android/Cell Saga team. I mean, one more powerful Android for this team obviously does help with this second form Cell. He, of course, is going to work really good with, like, Prime Battle LR First Form Cell. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this setup he gave LR First Form Cell, right? Like, I'm just curious. Just because this is a pretty damn decent turn for LR First Form Cell. Let me just take a look at what he does right here. We'll go for Whis with this attack. I mean, we just set LR First Form Cell up with a full, like, round of ki and, like, you know, power right there, right? So that's going to be very good. Now, I didn't give our boy second form Cell too many orbs right here. Yeah, so his, like, attack and defense are going to be too crazy. Remember, you know, they get stronger the more orbs they get. 1.75. I mean, that's not as high as I would have liked, but I actually have to double check what exactly Cell's conditions are, because I know he gets, like, a guaranteed crit if the enemy is, what is it, attack lowered? Here, let me take a look at what Cell's passive is again. Attack and defense 20,000, 1 ki with every super performed, which is good, right? Then additional 20,000 attack if the target enemy is in attack down status, perform a crit. Okay. So we would have needed the enemy in attack down status to get the extra 20,000 attack. And then the guaranteed crit. Okay. So the Android/Cell Saga team, by the way, is still, I don't know, it's a little, I don't know really how to say it, gimmicky, weird, whatever you want to go with. Something about double LR int Cell as lead just doesn't really work very well, I don't think. I mean, it is nice, he does give 4 ki to the whole team, right? Like, so, like ki is definitely not really an issue with this full, like, sort of Cell build that we're running. But Cell does not work well with the Saiyans at all. I mean, like, what does that int Cell have? Like, Fierce Battle, and that's it with them. So that is definitely a bit of a hindrance. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just do some orb changing just to see some good numbers from this second form Cell, because Cell and TN, they are very, very good, right? They're very strong. But they're not really suited for, like, the legendary Goku events. And, I mean, they'll be good for Super Battle Road, but they're not really as suited for some of these super difficult events as some of the other 50% supports are. So, like, I feel like outside of, you know, TN with, like, LR, Goku, and Frieza, any team they're on, I probably won't actually end up using these guys quite as much. Okay, let's see what, like, his defense is. 67k, and then what is it after we get all of these orbs right here? Jumps up to 200k. Okay, pretty good. And we have over 600k HP as well, so obviously that's pretty good. If we would get to First Form Cell from the LR Androids right here, they are going to be lowering attack. They, of course, are great. Like, whenever we're using any types of Android characters, those LR Androids, of course, are fantastic. I do actually still have to do the Rainbow video for their TUR. 2 million attack set right there is good. See, because it's just, like, both Cell and TN greatly lower attack, which is super good, but the second effect they have is greatly lowering defense. Like, they have really the worst super attack effects, I would say, of any of the 50% supports, right? I feel like, because Pan raises all ally attack for 2 turns, which is, very, very useful. That's going to give us a lot of extra damage. What does Rildo do? Let me double check what Rildo does. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and he seals much better than what Cell and Tien do. Gohan and Kabe are attack and defense for 30% for 9 turns, which is just such a crazy ability, right? That's really good. Hit, what is he? He stuns and stacks defense, which makes that STR hit a really good option for some teams. Yeah, stacks defense and a medium chance of stunning the enemy. And who's the last one I didn't mention? Was Vegeta, who I think stacks attack and then stuns, right? So he's kind of like the opposite of Hit there. Yeah. And then Tien and Cell just greatly lower attack and defense. Like, again, greatly lowering attack is very good. In particular for Tien, well, I mean, if I think about it, the second form Cell, he would set up LR Prime Battle Cell, right? Because LR Prime Battle Cell does see the attack lowering. But it's just like, there's, I don't know, a Grand Canyon, there's 50 feet of shit between LR Prime Battle Cell and then LR Goku and Frieza, right? So, LR Prime Battle Cell is good. He ain't no LR Goku and Frieza, though. So that's that's the one really big difference we are going to see. Oh, sure. Again, whatever. I don't even care. I'm just gonna, just to make Cell look good, again, because I'm definitely not going to be using him as much. Like Kabe and Kid Gohan, I'm going to be using them constantly, right? I just got a no-item run in the Legendary Goku event using those units. I'm probably going to try and go through. Oh, we just got the full field. Oh, okay. All right, so 67k from our boy Cell. He can get Big Bad Bosses active as well. 276k is very strong. He's not going to get Big Bad Bosses active right here, because even if Beerus super attacks Cell, he's going to do double digits, I think. What Cell's attack stat? 2.65. That is, of course, with the androids giving us super attack ability and stuff like that. Beerus is susceptible to having his attack lowered. That means LR Goku and Frieza could run a train through him. Yeah, there you go. There's second form Cell hitting on a similar level to this LR Cell right here. Although I suppose, we did orb change to get second form Cell the entire field of orbs, right? So, I don't know. I mean, again, the 50% supports are incredibly valuable. Second form Cell is going to be godly in Dokkan Battlefield. Him and Tien, and then Beerus and Whis, a lot of really powerful units for Dokkan Battlefield that are going to make runs in there a lot easier for players who have those characters, so that will be good. But again, their effects could have been a little bit better. I'm very intrigued to see what Super Buu is going to look like, because he heals 15% HP on super attack right now. So if they give him, if he stacked defense or stacked attack or something like that, or I guess if he lowered attack, that would be good. Just as long as they don't give him lower defense, right? As long as he does anything else besides lower defense, that Super Buu is going to be wild. So, all right, let's still look at second form Cell on a couple of different teams. All right, guys, so now we're on the Android category team. When I did the private server video for second form Cell, we were on the Target Goku team. So here I just kind of did a full Android category team, right? Surprisingly, I actually found an Android 13. Now, I'm telling y'all these, no, not them. I'm telling you, these boys right here are rare as hell. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you summon for this guy on Global and you think you're going to ever run him as your leader, you are sorely mistaken. At least for the Target Goku. You could run him as your leader, but 99, you're going to have to use Android 21 friends, LR Android friends, or MVP 17 friends. Finding this guy in the wild is it's once in a blue moon. Seriously, me and Nano were joking because Nano was telling me it took him 40 minutes of going in events and checking again to find an Android 13. This guy just isn't around, right? Obviously, because no one summoned on that banner. And me and Goresh were then talking, and it's hey, you know who probably would have sold better than Android 13? Demon King Piccolo, who did not need to be a World Tournament LR. He could have been a Dokkan Fest LR, and he would have sold well. I guarantee that. All right, let's see what Cell got. A lot of orbs, 2 million. That, remember Android 13? Android 13 is super good, by the way, I think, before he transforms. before he transforms, he's amazing, but he gets super boring once he transforms, I feel. Also, I haven't used them in quite a while. I feel like it's been a couple of months, but Android 14 and 15 are an insanely OP free-to-play unit. Like, I feel like I probably should have at least gotten them somehow into, like, my end-of-the-year top 10s or whatever, or start-of-the-year top 10s, whatever you want to call it. But when they're on rotation with untransformed 13, they show you where enemy super attacks are for the rest of the fight. That's such a strong, like, being able to see where enemy super attacks are, it's just like, it's like so far and away a game changer, right? Just like knowing where super attacks are coming in at all times, like especially going through difficult events. So, you know, they are starting to give us more units that have that ability, right? Jace has that ability, Piccolo has that ability, and they have it. Is there another unit besides those three? Not off the top of my head. Wow. Okay, 13 did pretty good right there. That's for damn sure. Maybe it was a glitch. Nope. We could still see where enemy super attacks are. No glitch indeed. Okay. So yeah, there we go. That's, you know, a really, really nice effect that those androids do have, 14 and 15. They're decent enough without it, but like that's just a really, really strong ability that they've got. And look at this Goku. So Goku's just not gonna super attack. We just ain't supering today, huh, Goku? Sure. By the way, this cell is coming up on an awakening soon, which is going to be really big for basically any extreme class team that he's on. He is a extreme class support type unit. What is he? 30%? Let me actually pull him up real fast. I believe he's 30% to attack and defense for extreme class. Yeah. And then he gives 2 ki as well. Well, he does greatly raise attack for 1 turn also. When this guy gets his awakening, he is going to be nuts. He's going to be so good for androids, transformation boost, time traveler, artificial life form, android cell saga, kamehameha, target Goku, every team he's going to be good for. So this perfect cell is going to be really nice. All right, so yeah, now here, uber mega boring android 13 form comes out. I mean, the one good thing is that we are fighting a Goku, so 13 is going to have guaranteed crits. I mean, obviously, that's always nice, right? Oh, okay. So yeah, there we go. Bam. We can see exactly where our Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to super attack. I'm going to eat this super attack, I think, with 14 and 15, which should allow me to get big bad bosses, I think, for next turn. Maybe with second form cell. Let's see how much damage he'll take. I mean, I feel like this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he is still the 4-year anniversary Dokkan Fest event, right? He should still hit pretty hard. It is a free-to-play unit. Not really. No, he tickled them, actually. Okay. 1.1 million by them, too. That's pretty good. I mean, that is with the LR androids on rotation, but still. Yeah, 14, I believe they lower attack as well. But they're not bad. They're a solid unit. 14 and 15 obviously still need to be, like, their own units as well. You know, they still could do an LR Android 13 at some point, or maybe 13, 14, and 15. But like 14, 15 need to be separate cards. 2.94 is pretty good, and he is gonna guaranteed crit right here as well. It's just if you're gonna use this guy, like, and he's going to transform, it's oh wow, okay, so that's 2 turns in a row. He looked very good actually. But if you're gonna use this guy, you want to make sure you use him against Goku's, because where like it's weird, right? Because normally like. The way gacha games and Dokkan works is like they release the new unit is better than the old unit, right? Typically, most of the time, that's how it works. But with Android 13 and Cooler, they released Cooler, who did guaranteed crits against pure and hybrid Saiyans, and then followed it up with 13, who only guaranteed critted against Goku. So I was like, oh, probably should have put out Android 13 before Cooler. Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright guys, so now we're on the Transformation Boost / Conquest of Terror team. I mean, I was looking at it and it's like, man, you got some real good setups for this cell, and then also some strong units where that are going to be real good for our boy, what's his name, Cell. So I don't know. I mean, this cell, you know, it just depends what you're going to want to do, right? I mean, I would definitely not recommend free-to-play players. Like, if you're a free-to-play player and you're going to summon for any of these 50% units, I feel like Kid Gohan is probably the one to go for. Because for a number of reasons. One, I feel like Super Int might be the weakest of all of the different, like, you know, like super class, like, typings. I mean, well, Super Int is super physical, because You know, STR getting Blue Gogeta helps. Obviously, Super Tech and Super AGL are insane, right? Whereas, you know, and then Gohan is on a number of categories, you know, Hybrid Saiyan, Seekers of the Dragon Ball, stuff like that, with, like, super ultra powerful, super int type units. So, like, he's just really good in all of his category teams. Plus, he has that ridiculous 9-turn attack and defensive stacking of his, which, you know, though him and Kabe, they're literally good everywhere. Easy A, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku Event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, all of those places are they incredibly good in. So, again, I would probably go for Gohan, but I don't really recommend free-to-play players summon for these 50% supports at all anyway. I mean, if they would start doing the what they do during, like, some of these anniversaries and download celebrations and stuff like that, where they do, you know, like, one summon on the banner gives you orbs and, like, a guaranteed, like, Kai and stuff like that, like, sure, maybe summon on those, and if you get one of them, that's great, but, like, summoning on those banners gives you blue coins, which just are just fact, like, the only thing you can get with blue coins are Elder Kais and the 50% support type units. That's it. I mean, they have to put other stuff in there. I don't understand, like, they should make, I don't know, World Tournament units available with blue coins, or other banner units available with blue coins. I mean, I'm sure, like, if you, as, like, a free-to-play player could buy, like, I don't know, AGL Broly or something like that would probably, like, I'm sure some free-to-play players would probably go for that or something. So, I don't know. They definitely need to sort of update that a little bit. All right, so I would love Boo to get, like, just smacked around right here. I would really prefer that. Oh, actually, AGL is one type of orb I can't turn, huh? Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. And then we'll just kind of get, like, a really good attack stat right here for our boy Cell. But again, we're not going to be able to get those 3 AGL orbs right there. That's okay. What's Cell's defense, by the way? After we get all these orbs, it's going to be really good. 90k, and then we get all of these, and he's, what, up over 200k? Yeah, 226, because, remember, Cell gets 20% attack and defense per orb. All of these 50% support type units, their passives are always the same, right? Just besides which type unit that they actually buff, right? Like, be it, like, Extreme Int or Super STR or whatever. Big Bad Boss is not activated, so this Boo boss is just not strong enough anymore. A 3 million attack stat by second form Cell, though. Pretty good, pretty good. And there's just a lot of other units that are good on this category for him. Again, like, we've got Transforming Frieza, Tech Golden Frieza, Golden Cooler's a nice solid option for that second form Cell as well, right? Like, there's a lot of characters on a lot of these category teams that work very well with second form Cell. If Boo does not heal right away, we could take him out, I think, with LR Tech Broly right here. Always love finishing Boo off before he heals. Let's see what he does. Ah, you tricky boy. We'll, let's get this attack stat by Broly, and then we'll probably finish up here. Second form Cell's very good. We'll see where he might be used. Who knows? You know, maybe in the new Extreme Super Battle Road stages, you know, whatever it is, Ultimate Super Battle Road, that's coming presumably for Saiyan Day. Maybe, you know, Cell and Tien greatly lowering attack. Maybe that will just be, like, super helpful. Like, we'll see what happens, right? Oh, he double healed right at the start. Damn you. Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. Again, I think, gonna do a video of LR Rose versus LR Tech Broly versus LR Goku and Frieza. Yeah, 9.32. Yeah, because he had both coolers are supporting him right there. It's obviously a very good attack stat. And then yeah, okay. Then he follows it up with the additional. See? Yeah, I don't know that I could consider Rose better than him, because Broly does have the additionals, you know, that Rose doesn't have, so that's pretty big, right? Like, he just did like a 20 million attack stat right there, right? Like, like, pretty much. So yeah, you know, LR Tech Broly, he could be pretty good. That active skill of his is quite ferocious, and, like, you know, you could say, like, oh yeah, but you need his active skill to hit for him to actually be able to do that, right? Which is true, but, you know, Tech Broly's active skill is turn 4. You get it. You're going to see that every single fight, like everywhere. So it's like the LR Super Saiyan 4s, right? Like you're always going to see that. So it's not really like a ridiculously bad requirement or anything like that. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get this last attack set by our boy Second Form Cell, and then we will finish up. We'll go ahead and go into the breakdown. Let's get one more, solid attack set for Cell, and we'll move on here. All right, yeah, you're healing. We got it. Thanks. 3.14, pretty good. Cell is pretty good. All right, so this is Pursuit of Perfect Existence, Cell Second Form, and basically the only good Cell Second Form Dokkan has ever had. But now he's, now there is a super good Second Form Cell, so that's good. His leader skill is Extreme Tech, Key 4, and 120% of stats. I mean, he is a badly needed buff to Extreme Tech because Extreme Tech has so few characters and so few good characters. I mean, really all extreme types do, which one of the reasons why, like, I see people, like, thinking that, like, Baby is not going to get a Dokkan Fest, and maybe, like, I don't know, like, some of these other villains, like Demon King Piccolo, is not going to get a Dokkan Fest. Like, yeah, they definitely are, because there's way less villains than, like, there is heroes, right? So, like, we're definitely they're gonna have to move to some of those characters eventually, and really, I would like to see them focus on pushing out some villain Dokkan Fest exclusives, again, on the off, like, sort of banners, like, not the big celebrations, those will always be Saiyans, but, the off banners, I would like to see, well, I mean, they could do, like, a Baby and Super Saiyan 4 Goku dual Dokkan Fest, like, that would sell really well, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, duh. The two times they've made a summonable Super Saiyan 4 Goku, how's that turned out? Like, all they do, make him transformable, bam. Then you could run, Baby Saga category, and then you could run the EZA Super Saiyan 4 SCR Goku with a transforming Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That people would want to do that, yes. yeah, that would be a damn killer celebration, right? So, they need to bring out more villains for sure. Cell's super attack is the Big Bang Crash, which does supreme damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. Greatly lowering attack is exquisite, fantastic, phenomenal. Lowering defense is mostly pointless. Cell's passive is Wonderful Evolution, which gives Tech types Key 3, then a 50% attack and defensive buff for extreme Tech types. Then he randomly changes Key spheres of a certain type to Tech, and then he gets 20% attack and defense per Key sphere obtained. He has very good links, well, for, Cell units, and, I mean, in general, he does have pretty good links. He's got Messenger from the Future, which is not good. Big Bad Bosses, which is really good. Attack of the Clones isn't great, but then Wall Standing Tall, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, good attack links that he'll share with a lot of units, and then also Shattering the Limit. So he's got some good stuff in there. And then, of course, Attack of the Clones and Messenger from the Future will be good with other cells. Attack of the Clones is really good with, actually, the EZA Tech Cell and the LR Prime Battle Cell. Both of them have Attack of the Clones, so that's solid. Cell Jr. and Int EZA Cell also have that. And then Messenger from the Future, most cells have. I really wish LR Int Cell did not have it. It's very dumb. He's an LR. Give him Shocking Speed instead, but whatever. Second Form Cell's 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is solid. Well, I just realized he'll be good for the AGL Super Vegito EZA, huh? Yeah, he will. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. And then finally, he is on a lot of category teams, actually. So he is on the Android category team for starters, which has had a lot of buffs, actually, since the 300 million download celebration, right? We've gotten LR Cell. I mean, we got the Prime Battle First Form Cell. We got Android 18 support type unit. Int 16, who's not great. Cell Jr.'s good. A couple other Android 18 cards. The LR Androids. Like, just a lot of stuff recently have come out for the Android category team. Transformation Boost definitely doesn't need another buff. I mean, after these two, but, it is what it is. He's also on Time Travelers. Again, doesn't really need a buff, but here we are. He's also on Artificial Lifeform. Definitely very excited for the Artificial Lifeform category. That Boo is a super class unit, by the way. But definitely am really looking forward to seeing the Artificial Lifeform category leader. Again, I feel as though a Dokkan Fest Baby. I mean, dude, it's so simple. Baby, right? Just make Super Baby 2, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Artificial Lifeform / Baby Saga category lead, and then you run as, like, his best partner, his best friend, LR Super Baby 2 Grade 8. Run them together, boom. Devastation. That's again, something they really got to do. And Artificial Lifeform obviously needs a real category leader. I mean, come on. Then we have the Android / Cell Saga category. Good to get these two buffs, Tien and Cell, for sure. But this category, again, I feel like it just needs more. We need more added to it for sure. This is a category that just needs more buffs. So, I mean, you know, hey, that LR Bye Guys Goku would be nice for that category for damn sure. And then finally, he's on the Target Goku category, which now, actually, his presence definitely does help things out a bit. But both him and Hit, right? Because now, like, LR Tech Broly gets really buffed by this cell. Hit buffs Cooler a lot. So that helps Target Goku out quite a bit, actually. That is good. So there's the second form cell, a solid unit. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.